Live only on The Zone. Usyk versus Dubois, July 19th. He silenced Britain's best. Usyk, the undisputed king, fighting to keep his crown. But now, the dynamite is ready to explode. Dubois is set to make boxing history. The hopes of a nation on his shoulders. July 19th, here Wembley roar for the heavyweight fight of the year. All the belts are on the line. Usyk versus Dubois 2. Buy now at thezone.com.
Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted as always to be joined by Mr. Spencer FEARON. Spencer FEARON, you've got a guest with you today.
Listen, man. Listen, my brother Saj, we met out in Saudi, and he said that his son boxes, and like they knew who I was, so I was kind of taken aback. I think it's all them IFL videos that I've done for the past. So,
you're welcome then, Spencer.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, you know, I've spent the weekend down with his family. A beautiful family, and his son is such a young, inspiring boxer. But this young man here, he runs, he's got quite a few things, but he's got Abu Bakr supermarket. There are quite a few scattered around the country. So, you know, they're like the Sainsbury's equivalent to the Asian community, Asian Muslim community. So, you know, I've just come down and seen the hospitality. So it's really nice when you meet people that show you hospitality and respect who you are. So that's the nicest thing.
Definitely, 100%. And like I said to you before I push record there, maybe one day I'll interview Saj's son at some point on IFL TV.
Bro, listen, it won't be long. It won't be long. This young man, yeah. Yeah. Because I gotta say, like a lot of kids from the Muslim and Asian community have been inspired by HAMZAH SHEERAZ. They have been inspired by him. So it's been one of those kind of things. And not only that, but HAMZAH SHEERAZ, because I know that's who you want to talk about, he's inspired loads of people just by having good manners and being a humble human being. It's beautiful to see.
And we saw that this week, haven't we? We saw that this sort of fight week, and even the launch press conference with Edgar Berlanga doing what he does to sell a fight. Some of it's quite crass, some of it maybe a little bit too far in the things that he does, the gun actions and whatnot. But like you said there, HAMZAH stayed classy, and he got the job done last night. Talk to me about that victory last night for HAMZAH SHEERAZ at his first fight at 168.
My friend, I was on your channel when you said, it was on IFL. I've done a couple, but I know it was on IFL. When I was saying that it's going to be a problem for most guys once he links up with Andy Lee. And this is no disrespect to any other trainer, right? But this is what you have to realize is when you see trainers, look at the trainers, and then you have to ask, then who was your predecessor? Who did you come from, right? Andy Lee, not only was he trained in the Kronk Gymnasium, right? He lived with Emmanuel Stewart, who's top 10, one of the greatest trainers of all time. So he did that. He came out of his comfort zone and went out from Ireland to America and stayed with that great man, and he got great results and became a world champion himself. So you know what? When you look at things like that, I knew because of the body frame and dynamics of HAMZAH SHEERAZ, him being linked with Andy Lee was going to be suited to him. I didn't believe that he's going to knock out Berlanga that viciously, though. I knew he was going to win. I think he's going to win up, but I had him on points, to tell you the honest truth, because it was a new weight. But he settled into the weight fantastic. And the thing what was so nice about it, yeah, was for a tall guy, he could fight on the inside, and that's something that is a big rarity. You don't see tall guys like him with the frame that he's got who are able to fight on the inside. And he threw brilliant combinations on the inside, and congratulate him on the win. It was a superb display by him. And you know what? And I just like him to just continue being the gentleman that he is, because it's so important. In a world that we're living now where we've got people who are very crass and very, like, have no behavior. He's a role model. And you know what? I hope that even bigger and better things happen for him.
Definitely. And he is. I've met him a good few times, HAMZAH SHEERAZ, and he's always been a gentleman. Now, I'm going to just probably, I don't know how you're going to feel about this, being the boxing man that you are, Spencer. Maybe Sarge can get on in this as well. You mentioned the Kronk Gym. You mentioned the frame and the size of HAMZAH SHEERAZ. Is it Tommy Hearns-esque, the way he fights on the inside, keeps it long at one point, and he can still throw combos on the inside? Is it Tommy Hearns
You
esque.
know what? Originally, listen to me. Originally, everybody was saying, he's got a Tommy Hearns kind of style. It wasn't. They was only relating a Tommy Hearns thing to him because he was tall,
Mm.
right? And you could see how he was fighting. He was trying to model off a little bit off of Oscar De La Hoya, how he put the combinations together, right? But now we can say it is very much Tommy Hearns because his punches are far more sharper under the tutelage of Andy Lee. And we've also, like I said, we've got to big up Andy Lee for the simple thing of this, yeah? Andy Lee, right? Look what Andy Lee has done with Joseph Parker. Because sometimes people think it's all about winning that occasion. It's not about winning just that occasion. Because Joseph Parker he lost badly against Joe Joyce. And look how he's come back. So, and these are the things that I've got to attribute that to his trainer and to the camp around him. So I really do rate Andy Lee. So yes, it is going to be kind of like the Tommy Hearns, but Andy Lee was a tall guy. He was tall for middleweight. He was a tall guy, and he was a very, very good sharpshooter. And I knew that he would be so suited to HAMZAH SHEERAZ, and it was proven in the early hours of this morning. It was a fantastic win for him.
Even Ben Whittaker coming off that Liam Cameron controversy, what he done with Ben Whittaker, getting Liam Cameron out of there in 2 rounds in that rematch as well after he joined Andy Lee. So I agree with you as well. Andy Lee definitely deserves his flowers. But I want to stay
He
on
does.
HAMZAH.
Go
HAMZAH
on.
here. Turkey Al Sheikh has put a tweet out or an X, whatever you want to call it. I don't know these days.
Can't
Saying that
keep up with it.
he deserves Canelo in 2026. Do you agree?
On that performance, yes.
Mm.
But let's bear in mind, in September, Canelo's going to get beat by Terence Crawford. Right? So if Canelo's still in the game, we don't know what's going to happen. But I'm telling you now, if Canelo gets beat, I believe that he will get beat by Terence Crawford. Then what? If he decides to stick around, he's been in the game a long time. Even though he's a young man, he's been in the game. He was pro from what, 15, 16 minutes, right? So, but yeah, that should be the case. If he's still around, then why not make it?
What about the winner then? The winner of Crawford Canelo Crawford. Crawford.
Yeah, that could be possible. That could be possible. But right now, boxing is just buzzing. It's fantastic what the sport has done for so many people, even my life in general. Yes, it's like, the sport's buzzing. And we seriously, if people are not realizing what Turkey Al Sheikh's doing, and people just thought it's going to be a fad. Oh, it'll die out soon. It hasn't. It's still burning. The fires are still burning high. And I thought it was really good that he had the sparring competition thing the other day, right? Where you had all the fighters coming in and like, I think that was nice. But I remember years ago, Tundi Ajayi was the first person I know that did that with Camp 24. I think it's Camp 24 it was called. Yeah, but I remember Tundi had something like that. And then the winner got a contract with Frank Warren. So I'm seeing something like great minds think alike. So I'm seeing it happen now. So it's great.
Yeah, my mate actually flew out with his mum, Luke Bibby, to go and do that sparring thing. He just went with his mum, no coach, no nobody, just took himself out there. Opportunity came, and him and his mum went
So
to New
how did
York.
it work? How did it work? Did he get paid for it?
I'm not sure, but
Did he get paid for the sparring? You just come out and spar?
I think he just came out. I don't think he got paid for it. I think the opportunity. I think if you look good in the sparring, you get a slot on the Crawford Canelo undercard. That's what I heard. Now I don't know if that's true.
Wow.
But I heard if
wow.
you impress this a certain amount of people, Turkey himself, because he was watching it. If you impress Turkey, 2 or 3 fighters from that sparring session, they get a slot on the Canelo Crawford undercard in Vegas.
You know
So
what? Like I'm saying, these things are brilliant because it's like we needed someone not only with the finances but with the infrastructure. He's linked with so many good people with infrastructure. It's a beautiful time for boxing, my friend. Beautiful time. And I mean, massive big up to Shakur Stevenson as well. He was absolutely fantastic, right? There was no Tom and Jerry yesterday. It was Tom and Tom, right? It was Tom and Tom. Massive big up to him. And I tell you another thing, William Zabita will be able to come back from that because the way he like you can lose and go out on your shield, and he definitely went out on his shield. That was a fantastic fight as well. Really good fight.
they're saying Shakur reminds you. Well, Eddie said it, and I think a few other people said it. Boxing heads out over there said Floyd Mayweather. They remind him of the next Floyd Mayweather. Do you agree, Spencer, on that one?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna turn around and say no.
Mm.
That was beauty. But the thing is, to me, yesterday, um, there were certain subtleties what he demonstrated. He's boxing more like Money May, not Money May, but he was boxing like Money May, not Pretty Boy Floyd.
Mm.
So I could see where they're seeing the comparison, because you think when Floyd May was at super feather and at lightweight, he was banging guys out and he was looking to knock you out. In this, it was mixes of both for Shakur Stevenson, but he's so excellent. He's excellent, and I like the kid so much.
Mm. Where does he go then? Because obviously with the stuff with Tank now, and his rematch with Lamont Roach may be in jeopardy after what his arrest and stuff like that. So, what next for Shakur Stevenson?
Um, the thing about it is like with Shakur right now, he could actually move up in weight
Hmm.
because he's that good. But I would like to see him stay at lightweight and really dominate at lightweight. Because when we're thinking about certain guys who are a great fight, he's a great fighter, great, but at what weight class? Because weight class is so close, they jump up. I would like to see him stay at lightweight because he started off as a featherweight. So stay at lightweight and just dominate. And I'd like to see him do that.
Yeah, definitely. I spoke to Joe Cordina last week after his win, and I think that he still is. He said, "I'm not talking about Shakur, but we've been meaning to fight for so long now that I wouldn't mind sort of getting in there with him."
Listen, all the credit in the world to Joe Cordina because I really do like his style of boxing. And that's what you're meant to do. When you're in the game like this, when you're in this sport, you're meant to challenge yourself, and that's exactly what he's trying to do.
Definitely. Sad. I'll speak to you, mate. What did you make of Hamza's performance last night then?
I think it was amazing. I'm just well, I was speaking to Spencer before the fight, and Spencer was saying he's going to do really well, and I was a bit skeptical about the other guys' previous performances, and where he's been fighting, but he's just showed everybody. I thought he took on a big fight to come back after the last fight, really, and
Yeah.
I think he's doing really well. He's made us all proud. I think he's put his name up there. I mean, one time talking about him and fighting with someone like Canelo was like an impossible task, but it's just he's made everything possible. He's just put his name out there. He's the man at the moment.
Well, especially after that last performance against Adames and the criticism he was getting, to jump up a new weight against Belanga, who's been reported to walk into the ring at close to 200 pounds after a weigh-in. Like
Wow.
he's a big man when he gets into that ring, Belanga. So fair play to Hamza Sheeraz. Yeah. So what's the plans for the rest of the day? Obviously, he's going to dine out on the Hamza Sheeraz win, and obviously.
No, I'm heading back to London. I've got to be in the gym tomorrow morning with a couple young pros that I'm working with. So I've got to be over at the Royal Alliance Gymnasium. So I've got to be over there early hours. So I've got that to do, um, and constantly be talking to my brother from another mother, Babatunde Ajayi, as he's working out the fantastic game plan to see Anti-Yard become the WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, November 22nd. That's what we're doing.
I'll be there for that one against Benavidez.
Come on.
And I've
Come
said,
on.
listen, I've said this, I put this out there. I've said, listen, I'm not saying Yard beats Benavidez. I'm saying he'll ask questions of Benavidez. I keep going to that better BF fight and being like, people sleep on the inside work of Yard. Yard's got some sneaky shots on the inside, and I think Benavidez likes to come close on the inside as well. So, you know what? I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm not going to talk too much on it. I think Benavidez is a very, very good fighter, right? But what I do know is that certain things that he's been able to get away with, he will not be able to get away with Anthony Yard, especially this rejuvenated Anthony Yard. I'm telling you now. And you know what I like about Anthony Yard is he's very much a realist. But you understand when they plan, but God plans, and God is the greatest of planners. And I mean, I know what I know. I know what I know. So I'm looking forward to that fight. I'll definitely be there.
Definitely. Well, Spencer, I'll probably give you a message next week because it is
Come on.
Usyk Dubois fight week.
Yeah,
So
you know what? That's a fantastic fight, right? And put it this way: do not be surprised if Daniel Dubois doesn't knock out Usyk in 3 rounds.
well, hold your thoughts. I want to get an interview with you fight week for this, Spencer. I want you to do it fight week, not just now.
you'll get it. All right, my friend.
Right, listen, save...
Usyk at this present moment. Usyk
Right.
kills. All right,
Nice.
my bro.
Right, listen,
Take
safe
care,
journey
God
home.
bless.
Nice to meet you, Saj. I'll speak to you
Thank
soon.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Later.
Thank you.
Live only on DAZN. He silenced Britain's best. Usyk, the Brit breaker, but now the dynamite is ready to explode. One night, one shot at Undisputed. Usyk versus Dubois 2. July 19th. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.